Yo, what we're seeing in Atlanta right now will go down in the hip-hop history book, because this is crazy. They had the game in a headlock for quite some time, and it looks like that is now coming to an end. Like they say, every single great empire must fall. Yo, Atlanta, we thought were the craziest street dudes of all time, which again, to me, they still are. But to the standard of many people that go by the actual playbook, the actual rule book that Atlanta has helped push, I'm not gonna lie to you, when I think of 21, like I was hearing Red Ops, I was hearing like a motorcycle, I was listening to Slaughter Gang, like I was listening to 21 since back in the day.
What does the cross on your forehead signify?
It's a knife.
So when I thought of 21 Savage, it's like, nah, he's not even talking to somebody. You talk to the cops, that's it, he's gonna delete you, he's gonna block you, that's just how it worked. Dirk said his dad's in jail because of a rat. He hates rats.
That Gunna told. Man, I don't sit up and play games, man. That man told. You should have went in there and kept your mouth closed.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's what I was. I thought you were trying to reverse it. I'm like,
hell no.
I'm like,
I just said I never.
That must have scared you. I'm like, yo, how did?
Huh?
I'm like, I'm never gonna like.
Hell no. I never like unfollow. I don't know. I never like. Why I didn't? I don't know. I just don't take that shit, Instagram and all that shit type of shit serious. But if you a rat, you a rat. And if you rewind this clip a little bit, I looked into the camera and I told you, if you a rat, I hate you. Cause I love Thug.
Okay, I'm assuming this is the rules everybody's dealing with. But ever since Gunna came out, and not only came out of jail early, cause yes ma'am, I'm gonna try to put it in this video, but I feel like it always gets hit, so I gotta take it off.
YSL is a music label and a gang, and you have personal knowledge that members or associates of YSL have committed crimes in furtherance of the gang.
Yes, ma'am.
But yes ma'am, everybody's like, oh nah, it's over for Gunna. Gunna, the streets is dead, it's over for you. What do you mean? Gunna, they wanting to swerve, all of they curve. What do you mean? When he dropped that changed history. I'm not gonna lie. I hope he knows that it's probably the most important song of his entire career. Out of all the great songs Gunna has gave us, that song in particular, A Gift and a Curse, Gunna, I believe that's the first album with Bread and Butter. It's all about that bread and butter. You signed into a rat. Like, just remember that bar. You signed to a rat. You remember that bar, right? Later on, we'll come back to that. But I think due to the success that Gunna had, because everybody was wishing on his downfall, and due to the success that Gunna came out and just went crazy with his music, and everybody's like, oh my God, we don't give a shit who he told on. They could have told on his parents. Nigga, he could have told on me. This shit is so hot, I don't give a damn. All them Atlanta dudes, like, it didn't work. It didn't work. None of them tried to promote Gunna's album. None of them reposted it. Not even Thug, who he's YSL, the first 3 albums into the last one.
Man, bro, I'm trying to drop an album the same day Gunna drop, bro. You need to, y'all sent you a song, put a verse on it.
That nigga ain't sending us, huh?
It's in your text message.
I ain't seen no song. When he supposed to drop? Man, that nigga ain't finna drop.
He dropped Friday, nigga. You think I ain't gonna know he signed me?
He dropped Friday for sure?
Man, 100%. Friday. I can hold his shit back if I want to. If my album don't be ready, I can hold it back. But Drake already sent the song called, the name of my album, I'm gonna drop my album on the same day he dropped, and it's called Business is Business. Then I'm gonna drop an album the very next week after that. It's gonna be a singing album, and it's called Love You Later.
Yeah. What song? Hold on, I'm about to send it to you.
When you gonna go to the Yo and do it for me, bro?
Yeah.
You must be asleep.
Yeah, I got it this time. Nah, I'm on the way to this shit.
Okay.
I'm gonna just tell him, book one. You good though?
Most definitely. I'm really trying to.
You been drinking water, right?
Most definitely.
The first 3 albums, I mean the first 3 albums out of jail. But no one's pushing it. Guess who helped push Gunna? Us, the supporters, the fans, the music supporters. This shit is hot. Who he told on. And that right there showed us the real colors of a lot of these street dudes in Atlanta. Because what we're gonna speak about today about my boy 21. He just dropped What Happened to the Streets. Brother, what you're tweeting is what happened to the streets. That's what happened. Niggas started bending and folding and following different rules. That's just life though. When we like somebody, it's easy for us to look the other way. If I don't like you, I'm waiting for you to do anything wrong so I could just, yeah, it's time to cut them off. I feel it. I'm not mad at you. But I think with logic, I don't think with street rules. The streets have pushed these rules that are, it's old, it's older. All rules gotta be updated throughout time. All rules gotta be updated. Them niggas didn't have Twitter when they created the street rules.
He tweeted these things because of his sales. I just want to say that. Because I think there's people saying, nah, man, nigga, you only said that. I think he honestly tweeted this because the conversation that he had start flipping. And people are looking at him not only like, yo, bro, we usually look at you for the voice of reason, bro. That's Savage. Savage is the voice of reason. As I said, I look at him like that personally because he's put me on the phone with people, and I've seen him say, yo, come on, knock that rapper shit off, man. Like, y'all talk like, man, come on. Like, come on, let's do this. That's him. So I think as a human, he's been looking at the conversation, and he's a loyal nigga, but he's not a fake nigga, too. And he starts seeing people like they're just looking at him like, oh, no, you just picking up for Thug. Whatever Thug say, you're just going to repeat it. Oh, man, like, y'all niggas is hypocrites. And I think that's why he came out with it. You know, at the end of the day, like, and again, I know some people, no matter what I say, they're going to still say whatever. Hip-hop isn't a down right now. Now, granted, do I think Savage happy with his sales? Nah. Yo, Baby did 34,000 first week. Baby did 34,000. Thug did 54,000. Look like Savage gonna be doing, and that's the first album out of this year. Look like Savage gonna be doing like 54.
Here, Young Thug proposes to Murata scientist. He does the Young Thug and Friends in Atlanta. Everybody's like, who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? I saw some rumors like, yo, if it's Gunna, everybody's gonna go crazy. It wasn't Gunna, but it was somebody second that would have made everybody still go crazy. Little Baby finally answered the phone. You guys know how long he's been yelling for him to answer the phone, whatever happened to Baby. He even changed his Avi and everything to support Baby, and Baby shows up. I'm not gonna lie, it was beautiful to see. I'm not a street nigga, I'm a fan of music. I went to the Jeffrey tour, I went to the Barter 6 tour, like. Thug's my guy. I'm still gonna listen to his music. I like the last album. I still listen to it. Pipe Down with Travis Scott didn't do what it was supposed to do, and I think it's because of all the controversy that was going around his name with him telling the cops, I'll text you, I'll even call you. Just don't tell nobody we on the phone together, like when you talk to a fat joint, like, it's cool, we can smack, but don't tell nobody that this shit is happening. It's kind of how Thug took that situation, which was crazy during album release. But yes, Thug proposes. We even see people like Al B. Al, which is mad shocking, calling them Mickey and Minnie. I'm like, yo, hold on, nigga, why you got beef with Thug? His boy's all the way in New Jersey. What the hell? I don't know if they really have beef, or maybe he's just like us looking at all this on the internet, he's just sharing his opinion. He did just come out of jail, doing a lot of time. So the way he's probably looking at the whole situation is, again, with the old street rules. Al B. Al's an old young rapper. Every time I heard him rap, he's super nice lyrically, but it's not my type of music. He's more like in the street shit. I kill, I sell, and then I'll kill and sell. He's on that type of music. If that's what you like, you probably like Al B. Al's music. He's nice.
Hey, yo, Atlanta stick together so much that they stick by their rats too, you heard? The same energy I had with Gunna, the same energy I had with that nigga Woody. How that shit with Doug, man? What y'all scared of? Ain't bang, y'all get deep.
But the rules that I think he goes by is still these old antique rules, the Egyptian rules. Yo, whoever wrote them street rules wrote it like Moses. Like, they wrote that in a piece of stone. They carved it in. That's how old these rules. Future puts out a tweet, and I believe this single tweet is what made everything spiral that we saw happen on Twitter. He put up a tweet, biggest in this. Remember, I think it's also a shot because they asked 21 Savage who's the biggest from Atlanta, or I forgot exactly the question, or who was the Mount Rushmore. I forgot the exact question, but the question was basically who's the biggest, who's the best in Atlanta. I instantly answered and said Future. Future, I answered the question like they asked me. 21 named himself, all his artists like Young Nudie, and started going down the list and naming everybody else. He did not say Future, which I would have thought he would have said Future. I would have thought that.
The GOAT from Atlanta. Nigga, me, nigga. Yo, I ain't finna say no other nigga.
Besides you, who the other GOAT?
Nudie.
Who the GOAT outside of your crew?
The GOAT outside of my crew. I can't just say nobody the GOAT, bro. Atlanta is a collective. Every nigga before you helped you. So you can't just say Atlanta is the GOAT. We the GOAT. I could give you multiple niggas. I can't just give you one nigga. If I give you one nigga, there's gonna be ways that a nigga can discredit or say that, okay, but this nigga did all this. With the king, the GOAT, that nigga got a street in every goddamn city.
Let it go, then.
On December 16th, Future puts out a tweet. The biggest in this, and he wrote basically manure with an S and the eagle on there for the free bang gang. I'm not arguing him. I think he is. Oh, he's the biggest in this, right? Bet. All right, cool. Start chilling, refresh a little bit more on Twitter. Guess what you see next? Bang, 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 bang. 21 Savage took virtual shots at Future. That's how I took it. And we'll see in the future, it looks like that's how Future took it as well. Because 21 posts his first thing in the morning, 10:46 a.m. That nigga woke up and he must have saw that Future shit. That shit was right on his timeline. You're like, what? What is he talking about? The biggest changes all the time. So I guess he's trying to say, nigga, the biggest changes all the time. 21 might think he's the biggest. He's done a lot. Savage Mode 1, 2. The album he did, the features he's done with Cole, the album he did with Drake, the collab, his new album right now. So he's probably looking like, nigga, what makes you the biggest? All his mixtapes and everything. So it's like, hold on, what makes you the biggest? Savage Mode was crazy. Red Ops was insane. I still personally think Future's the biggest. That's not the question here. They're not asking for my opinion, but that's how 21 felt. Then he writes in the same font and even the same emoji style, the realest in it. And instead of putting the bird, as you guys know, free bang gang, he puts the knife. It's a knife. He put the knife.
What does the cross on your forehead signify?
It's a knife.
Oh, nah. I was like, oh, the subs is coming out. And 21 Savage ain't a liar because he told us he's the realest in it. And then after that, just started letting tweets fly. He went crazy on the tweets. And this is where I think he went a bit too far. Like, brother, hold on. I get the promo might be good for your album, but I also think it might not be because the promotion you're getting from this is insane. It's insane. It's not looking positive. And I just don't think this was smart to drop right now. Mr. Recoup was such a great song. You should have just rolled the back of that until that started dropping a little bit. First week numbers, all that came out. Then you could have done something like this to revamp the album if I'm thinking with marketing lenses. I don't like what he did here. I do not. What we start seeing next answered a lot of my questions. And said a lot of things that I've said in the past and people told me I was crazy during the YSL great days. And again, I love YSL. I still listen to Gunna's. We were just at Gunna's tour. I was at Gunna's all 3 tours, The Gift and the Curse, the one that neck on a yacht when he has the scarf on his face. We went to that one. I went to that one in Miami, and then I also went to the new one, the last one. I just went VIP on that Art Basel vlog. Go check that out. Movie. We support him. We also kicked it with Thug. We met Thug in Miami too. Go watch that one. So I got no horse in the race. I'm still a supporter of both of them. They both drop an album tomorrow. I'm listening to both of them. But 21 puts out a tweet that I thought was insane. I'm gonna read through the tweets here. I'll start showing you guys the images as we go through. But this to me was crazy. At Gunna, at Young Thug. Y'all ninjas fix that. Y'all love each other. Ninja, you knew Gunna wasn't no gangster when he told the first time. And we swept it under the rug. For you know he wasn't trying to leave you to hang, N-word. F the streets. We ain't get manure, but trauma from that manure. Oh my Lord, he said so many things here. I literally started seeing flashes in my head. F the streets, I started thinking about Troy Ave. I'm like, bro, they went crazy on Troy Ave. Troy Ave even dropped an emoji of him snitching from the stand. Middle finger from the stand. F you ain't your mans. And an inmate is arguing with him on Twitter as well. That whole shit was crazy. That whole thing was crazy. But Troy Ave been saying F the streets and all that. You guys remember that? I was even one of the ones like, damn, nah, Troy Ave went out nasty on that one. What would I have done? What? I would have snitched that day. You don't even gotta leave. I would have been there bleeding. Hold on, the ambulance and the cops come. We'll all come over here. We'll talk together, nigga. Let's talk at the same time. They'll patch me up. You can take my statement down. I would have broke down the video in the locker room with the cops like how the NFL players do. I would have started reviewing film. But if you guys remember, even Sauce Walker, I hope I can find one of these footages. Early, when Gunna first did the tell-all Gunna, and he was like, my cousin wasn't the shooter, they arrested the wrong man. It wasn't me, and it wasn't my cousin. There was 3 people on the drill. So you basically telling us it was the other man's, the other dude over there. He was the one that should have been arrested, but they arrested the wrong man. Why is he talking about a murder case sitting on a stoop? That shit like a PBS Family special. Like, it was crazy. I couldn't believe what I was watching. I was like, nah, this can't be real. It was real. And everybody told me I was bugging. Cause I was like, yo, hold on, this don't count as ratting. This ain't snitching. This is crazy. This nigga did an interview.
That's street word, snitch. No one's want to be labeled as a snitch. I don't want to tell on him because somebody might try to come kill me or someone in my family.
Kitchen says Benton first lied to police because he didn't want to rat out another member, Clarence Carter.
Everybody, know. The streets know. And so everybody looking at it like it was wrong because this man would let my family member, you know what I'm saying, go down for something he did.
Right. Kitchens claims Benton and Carter were both wearing red the night Jasmine Lynn was shot.
But y'all still listening to Gunna music, dripping and waving all the fake dripping that he got going on, and he a whole snitch. It's publicly documented.
And everybody kept telling me, shut up. He's a Crip. I'm like, that's great. I never said he wasn't. This right here, what we looking at, don't count as ratting, no. Thug would have been called him out. 21 would have been called him out. Little Baby would have been cut him off. Oh my God. Seeing 21 say that, it's like, I knew I wasn't crazy. I knew, me and Sauce Walker knew we wasn't crazy, but with Sauce Walker, it looked biased because he didn't like him. So as a lot of people like, you keep bringing up Sauce Walker as an example, he's in a beef with them. That's why I'm like, I don't know, brother. I'm not in a beef with them. I like their music more than I like Sauce Walker, by a long shot. And I like Sauce Walker's music. I like him more as a character, but as music, I like him too. I have a lot of old songs I used to listen from Sauce Walker. So I have no horse in the race. I like everybody. Pause. But I definitely thought that was snitch. I'm like, nah, this is a highlight film of snitch. So 21 saying that, he's basically telling me right now that I wasn't crazy. And I love, even if I hear 7 years later that I was right, it makes me feel so well. So just know that when I read that, I was like, wow, this is crazy work, but I'm happy I wasn't crazy. But it doesn't end there. We then see Saint Laurent Don, aka 21, QCP. I told you to your face you did wrong at the party, but I never bashed you on the internet cause it would have made the city look bad cause you was putting all the young N-words on. And that would have effed up the money. Oh my Lord. Everybody was at 1090 Jake. They were like, yo, 1090 Jake made it up. I think even Q came at 1090 Jake and said, I never ratted fat white boy. Like, when they start dissing nothing that got to do with the situation, we know 1090 Jake is fat and white. I get it. I totally understand. He talks with a Boston accent, but tells us he's from Tampa. I get it. I totally understand. But that has nothing to do with what he said about you. What he said about you in the paperwork he showed us? Come on, son. Come on. This shit is only pointing one way. 21, everybody was quiet. Everybody was quiet. It's like the whole shit went Thug. Everybody was quiet. Because we like him. You get me? Everybody in business with him. And remember earlier I said, we'll be back because you in business with a rat. Baby. Pause. I should never call a grown man that. Little baby sounds even crazier. But wham, there you go. Yo, Gunna's bread and butter is crazy. I'm not gonna lie to you. That shit might be considered a diss track when you think about it. It might be a diss track. This nigga came out of jail swinging. He just did it very musically talented. So we were like, who he's talking about? Yeah, he might be dissing Baby. I don't care if it's true or not. Nah, this is wild. And you guys remember the next one about 21 Savage. And you cool with a nigga that got your brother whack? Baby, Lil Baby and Gunna's never gonna be cool again. Never, never. Now while all this even keeps unfolding more and more and more, oh, they're never gonna be cool. Because he wasn't wrong. Last year, I was the realest N-word for trying to stop Thug from exposing Gunna. Now I'm fake. Laugh out loud. You guys remember all them voice calls that came out as well from Young Thug? It was crazy. We heard Thug talk about how he was feeling about Gunna, and then 21 comes in like, bro, you messing up the bread. Why don't you just take a bigger cut of his money and then tell him that we'll clear his name, and if he doesn't, we're gonna put him up to dry. Like, we all gonna come at him and diss him at the same time.
Got to. Yeah. Well, you kept it here. Man, bro, please go to the studio and do the song, bro.
Yeah, I'm finna do it. I'm saying, I don't think you should play it like that, bro.
Why?
I feel like you should have just made that nigga come in. Like cleaned his face up and made him come in more. Like, if I need 80% of everything, 70%. I'm going to tarnish your face card. Because you got to think about it, but at the end of the day, bro, you did what you did, but we got to capitalize on everything we do in life, bro. Like, at the end of the day, saying, fuck a nigga, what that's really finna get a nigga for real.
Oh, definitely. You know, I still get 50% of a nigga album anyway, though, whatever album. but goddamn.
Yeah, but shit.
That's right.
It's still just like, it's the money, though. Like, shit, nigga can get the money by telling the world, like, well, I told him to do that. Just cause, like.
Business is business.
But at the same token, it's like, shit, you feel how you feel, so I ain't gonna tell you how you feel. That's just my opinion.
Yeah.
Cause I don't, in my heart, but I don't feel like Shawty did what he did with the intention of hurting you. You feel what I'm saying? I don't really get that vibe from him. I feel like he just green.
Hell no. Okay. Is it anything in the entire world? If me and you were locked up and I told you to do that, would you do it?
But we different types of niggas though.
We ain't.
He ain't, bro. That nigga, he. I'm saying like, we earn a loyalty different than probably what he do to a certain extent.
Most
definitely. You know what I'm saying?
Most definitely.
Not like we different, but you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. I don't know though.
Which is showing you that 21, he already said he brought up money already like 3 times. He brought up money why Gunna and Thug should fix it. He brought up money with QCP. We're kind of still in the Gunna topic, but again, I'm sure he's gonna bring up money again. The thing with 21 is that it looks like he'll overlook a rat. Like, oh, it's not bad if there's money involved. But as you guys recall, everybody was dissing Kodak Black, which I thought Kodak Black was smart as shit. He got $1 million allegedly. This is a rumor. Maybe he didn't, but it was good publicity for him. He got $1 million for a feature. And 6ix9ine didn't even pay it himself. It was 6ix9ine and Yailing and Kodak. Nobody even heard the song. Like, that shit literally was more about the shock value for like the first week, and then that's it. That was the playback to it. But he had like a whole bunch of vape companies that invested in, I don't want to say the story wrong, but something like that, look into yourself. But everybody was coming at Kodak, that he was crazy for doing business with a rat. Not all money is good money. Why would he do such a thing? $1 million for me to talk on a track? Whew. Nigga, I would do that shit with the most hated person in the United States. Again, I'm not living by the street code. 21 is a millionaire. So he's looking at like, why Kodak? He's a millionaire too. Why would he do that for $1 million? Money's not worth $1 million? To go on a song that Kodak himself knew was probably not even gonna blow up. And he kind of dissed 6ix9ine on the song. Where was the loss? It was a win-win-win-win situation. And 6ix9ine also actually made an update. Remember, we talked about 6ix9ine last week dissing 21 Savage when he dressed up like Tip Tip Titty, huh? Dressed up like a British pirate, dressed up like George Washington, dressed up like, I don't even know, a whole bunch of other people that dressed like that back in the 1700s.
Next applicants, we have Shea bin Abraham Joseph III. And can you fetch me some tea?
Yes, Your Majesty.
Thank you, dear.
Yeah, I can be an Atlantean.
Are you not happy where you're from?
I'm not. I want to go to Atlanta. I need to be. You gotta understand. I need to be from Atlanta. I need to be a gangster rapper. I can't be Central C and Skepta and these guys. Nobody takes them serious.
And we see him come back again with his infamous line. And they gotta make t-shirts. I'm not gonna lie. I thought still good and you still good. I thought that shit was like the quote of the year. I'm still good. Those shits come to my mind. But that walk, I walk shit down. That right there is a strong contender. I ain't even gonna lie to you. That's a strong contender. I'll be in an argument with my girl and I win and I hear that shit in my head. I walk shit down. Like, seeing 6ix9ine, I don't know if you guys haven't seen this clip, but he posted this on his Instagram where he's basically saying, oh, y'all picking and choosing on who could do what. Cause Gunna snitched for less. My girl got banged out, allegedly. My jewelry got stolen. I got kidnapped. Niggas beat me up, pistol whipped me, and I snitched and I'm wrong? These niggas snitched for nothing. What did anybody ever do to Gunna? He snitched for the sport of it.
Yo, if you watching this video, you about to hear some fucking facts. And people don't like the truth because it hurts them. I was gonna do this video on TikTok, you know where you put the picture in the background and you start talking? But these facts right here need 100-inch. You see this right here? Yo, listen, they gonna skip this. The facts hurts people's feelings. I just need y'all to know that. If I'm lying, I'm flying. Now hear this out. Hey, yo, hold on, let's start with this. Gunna, Young Thug, y'all niggas fix that shit. Y'all love each other. Niggas knew Gunna wasn't no gangster when he told the first time. When he told the first time. And we swept it. We, not them. We, as the whole Atlanta. We swept it under the rug for you. You know, he wasn't trying to leave you to hang the streets. Now, the streets, when it's convenient for you, the album sales is not selling, nigga. The Drake stimulus pack is not selling, nigga. Now y'all talking about, yo, the streets. I've been talking about this 5 years ago. Y'all bend and break the rules when it's convenient for y'all. When he told the first time. So you know, homie, a rat. But it's convenient for me. Yo, my best friend could rap. You from Atlanta? He could rap. But y'all niggas can't. Yo, no, it's different. Bro, it's different. I've been saying this for 5 years. When he told the first time, we swept it under the rug. Where the morals? Ain't you a street nigga? Where your principle? Where your honor? You know whom you rap, but you swept it under the rug? It get worse. QCP, I told you to your face, you did wrong at the party, but I never bashed you on the internet. Why? Because it would have made the city look bad. Because you was putting all the young niggas on. And that would have the money. So you ready to eat from a rat? What happened to all good money? All money not good money. Y'all was just bashing Kodak. What happened to all money not good money? Y'all niggas bend and break the rules when it's convenient for y'all, nigga. I walk shit down.
Now, does Gunna look at it the same way? Nah, Gunna just looks at it like he took an outfit plea. He's not a legal lawyer, nor is he a gangster. He's a musician. I don't see nothing wrong with it. Now, would I consider that snitching by the legal definition, the rule book, the rule book that was released in the streets? Yes, that's what I kept saying before. Yes. Is he wrong? No. They said they couldn't use his testimony, all this and that. So I'm thinking, you know, he was thinking the same thing. Bro, they said they couldn't use it against me. Quavo, Offset. Y'all N-words tell the world I put y'all on a group text and I told you I squashed it before it even got far. N-word, if y'all was still together, y'all would be unstoppable. He's trying to fix everything in Atlanta. 21 is trying to fix everything in Atlanta. Wham. You one of the realest young N-words out. This manure admit Slime was moving the goalposts. And we was standing behind him because we love him, my brother. Oh my God. Wayne's probably like, yo, hold on, what the hell? Wayne's probably looking at that like, don't put me in y'all shit, because Wayne hasn't really talked about any of this. Y'all can tell. Everybody's talking about ratting this, like, can we forgive him? Wham hasn't said anything. They said whatever Wham says goes. He hasn't said anything. What we did see is two positive things come from this. We see Young Thug at 21 Savage. I love you, my brother. You always been with me. He's probably reading that shit like, oh, Lord, he put his own career at risk to support me. And I love to see that. 21 Savage, I agree with you. You might be the realest in this because you didn't hold us behind. A lot of probably people share the same thoughts as you. They probably feel the exact same way. A lot of your peers. But they know how the streets might look at them. They know how the youth might look at them. They've started a whole crew of YNs now that look up to the street rules that not even y'all follow. So a lot of people would have probably stayed quiet and be like, all right, sure, I ain't gonna put my career out there. But 21 didn't give a damn. He felt it on his chest and he said it, and I love to see that. But another thing that I love to see about 21 Savage, he's a grown man and he can take accountability. Because the next tweet we see is, 21 Savage tweets at Future. I apologize, my brother. I should have called you first. Us, we're a unity. You're trying to fix Atlanta while you're also trying to divide it with you and Future. It just doesn't make logical sense. Y'all both cool. With Metro, I just don't see why right now, while you're trying to fix everything, you're gonna start a divide between you and probably the biggest artist ever in Atlanta history. Yes, ever. Andre 3000, Big Boy, everybody included. They're legends for sure, but the biggest to ever do it, I'm gonna say for sure Future. Look at The Voice and The Hero. Y'all could be the biggest and the realest. That sounds like a good rap crew. The biggest and the realest is coming to stage next. And it doesn't end there, because we actually get confirmation that they squashed their little smoke, because the next thing we see is 21 Savage posting a picture of a screenshot, and it's him and Future right on FaceTime together. So at least we see that it's not going too far and they nipped it right in the butt in the beginning. I love to see that. I love to see that. And while all this is happening, before we get out of here, you know what I keep thinking about? YFN Lucci might have been the realest in this the whole time. I ain't gonna lie to you. The biggest is not always the realest. That's why I said they could both be a crew, because you could be the biggest and you could be the realest. That's two different things.
My friend costs a wreck, I don't hang with no wreck. Put the gang on my back, push up, gotta start with me like FaceTime. Talking on the phone all late, listening to Drake. Fuck around, eat a like.
Young Thug was definitely the biggest in Atlanta. YSL, way bigger than YFN. If we're looking, I don't know, in Atlanta, but out of Atlanta, for damn sure, YSL was huge. Drip from, take a nigga, Pushing P, all that, come on, crazy, Pushing P. Pushing P, I'm pushing P. I was pushing P, I didn't even know what I was pushing. But YFN, seeing everything the way that Lucci held it down, seeing the way that Lucci was moving, yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you. I think Lucci might be the realest to ever do it, bro. But you guys let me know. How do you feel about all this? Are you a fan of 21, Future, and everybody still? Or are you like, nah, these boys pushed a lot of our youth to follow these stupid rules that not even they followed, too much destruction, I don't love it. Now they're old heads and they're trying to turn, nah, live what you said. Also, do you guys lift the band on 6ix9ine? 6ix9ine's music just wasn't hitting for me. The nigga went Latino, like it was bad and all that shit was cool. I like Anuel, so it was cool. But 6ix9ine, I like the whole shit with him, Shotty, Kuda, everybody. Like it was just the whole movement. You get me? It was the whole movement. If 6ix9ine drops a smacker tomorrow, nigga, there's times that I be in the car driving around to still Billy and shit. Don't get me wrong. There's still times I drive through Miami with Billy and all that playing. Not gonna lie to you. So I never cancel 6ix9ine. But as the majority consumption of music and all this online theories and drama, do you guys accept 6ix9ine? Because you guys did cancel him for no damn reason. I think if anybody in history had a reason to rat, it should have been him. And I wasn't even shocked when I seen that nigga with the rainbow hair from day one. I don't even want to say that. because that was what everybody kept saying. But yeah, I was never shocked that he ratted, I'm not gonna lie, nor did I feel a type of way. But sub up, let me know your thoughts down below.